Welcome back to the Kansas Speedway here on Fox Sports Net. Rick Benjamin with Kenny Wallace. Brent Stover down on pit road for us. Ready to restart, Kenny, after that long caution period. And we see Brandon Ash ready to take the restart pole here. Just about to halfway. Looks like Steve Portingay's afternoon is done early.
Man, this is a big story. This is Steve Portingay, one of the legends in the Winston West Series, having problems coming out of pit road, in great shape, running up front. And, folks, I do not know what is wrong. I mean, the only thing we can do, Rick, is speculate. He just came off a pit road.
He was able to get off pit road, but he was never able to get the car up to speed. Wonder if maybe it dropped a drive shaft or a gearbox?
You know, you would think something like that because, okay, he just made a pit stop. Okay, you're thinking he's spinning the tires, maybe something in the valve train, but we did not see that, so I don't think it's that. Could be transmission, or it could just be a freak deal where one of the ignition boxes went out, but I don't think it's that because they got a backup ignition box. We're just going to have to wait to find out.
We will find out more when Portingay gets that car down around pit road. Brandon Ash, meantime, in the 23 car, ready to lead us back to green here from Oregon. The Unified Western Grocers Ford Taurus down the back straightaway.
You know, Rick, earlier before John O'Neill wrecked, we were talking about Brendan Ash. Now, look at this. Brendan Ash was a 2 2/10 off your pole speed of John Wood, and he is holding off John Wood. Now, that's what I talk about a new racetrack, finding out what it wants. Brendan is fast now, and he's outrunning John Wood.
So Portingay gets a final shove, and he'll coast around and down to pit road, see if the team can get that car refired and ready to come back into action. Tough break for Portingay because not very many laps ago, in fact, at lap 30, he was the leader. He was second at lap 40. We're not quite to lap 50 yet, so Portingay very much a contender here today. But Brendan gone, Eric Norris, Jason Small, the rest of the guys about ready to get back to business here at Kansas.
Well, they sure are. Portingay right now is probably talking to his crew, telling them, hey, here's what's going on. They're eagerly awaiting, and I'm afraid that he's probably went a couple laps down, sitting down there in turn one.
You'd certainly think he lost at least a lap, if not two, and we'll find out more here. Brent Stover ready to talk to his crew chief. 1 lap till green, the indication coming down from the flag stand here at Kansas Speedway. Good crowd on hand for the inaugural weekend. You can tell the fans in this part of the world very hungry for NASCAR racing action because they have turned out in droves here this weekend.
What are you talking about, Rick? I mean, that is a great statement, but probably one of the biggest understatements in about the last 10 years. Hey, I mean, we're in the land of Toto, man. The only thing that's ever happened out here was great movies being made, so it's exciting to finally have auto racing in the Midwest.
Sure, fans on both coasts don't probably realize what a great short track area Missouri and Kansas have been for a long, long time.
Well, it definitely got my brother Rusty, my brother Mike, and myself started. We grew up around, the St. Louis area. We also grew up racing around this area, the legendary I-70 Speedway right down the road. And, of course, my dad raced right down the road here at Springfield, Missouri, Ozark Empire Fairgrounds, which is now closed. But, yeah, I mean, this is where we got it all done. This is where Mark Martin started. Larry Phillips, so great racing area.
Getting ready to restart here at the Kansas Speedway. Ash will be the restart leader. Sean Woodside in the 45 car. Tim Woods in the 50 was up in contention earlier, but looks like he has gone perhaps a lap down now. He's on the inside line there as the green flag goes up in the air. Lap 48, 52 to go. We're back underway here at Kansas. And Ash takes the 23 car quickly to the lead ahead of the 45 of Woodside. There's Woods in the 50.
On that restart, we always see the guy on the inside never beat the leader. That's a NASCAR rule. The guy that is a lap down cannot beat the leader to the start-finish line on a restart, or else you're black flagged.
Down into turn 3, Tim Wood is there.
I love that shot.
Yeah. John Woods in the mix as well. Everyone at the moment chasing Brandon Ash in the 23 and Sean Woodside in the 45. Let's find out more about Steve Portingay's situation. Here's Brent.
All right, Steve Portingay was having one heck of a run in second place. What happened?
We just had a misfortune in the Roto-Rooter car. We just broke a rear end on leaving that pit stop. So, one of those things that happens, a racing thing, and hopefully we can just get out there. And we got a great car today. The Roto-Rooter guys should be proud, but just one of those things that happens.
At this point, if you do get back out there, what do you try to get accomplished?
Get back as many laps as I lost down here.
Thank you very much, Steve Portingay.
So Portingay on pit road. Now, he hasn't taken the helmet off. Can you fix a rear axle like that, a rear end gear?
Well, you can fix it, but it's a major event. You've got a lot of nuts to take off the rear end. It's very hot. The crew member cannot get their hands on it until it gets cooled down. But You know, that's a shame. You know, you said it right the very first time. Coming off at pit road, we had an idea it would be something in the drivetrain.
Now, something else to point out, Kenny, you mentioned this a little while ago. Pit road's very wide here, but where the cars pit, the pit boxes themselves are concrete. You get excellent grip on concrete, don't you?
Yeah, you sure do, and it has played havoc in the last 8 to 10 years. What these racetracks have realized is that when we spill gas on pit road, it eats that asphalt up, so everybody's making concrete. But, Rick, the problem is concrete, you get twice the amount of adhesion, and really it's hard on the drivetrain.
So, for instance, when Portengate came down off the jacks and put the car in gear, could have spun the tires and broken something right there.
Yes, and I'll tell you something that Buddy Parrott started about 3 years ago when Jeff Burton would leave the pits. A lot of these guys are putting oil dry down in the pits, so when the guy leaves, he spins his tires a little bit and takes a lot easier on the axles and all the drivetrain.
Watching a battle deeper in the pack, Frank Kimmel in the 46 trying to work his way back up into contention. That's Mark Reed in the yellow 4 machine there. Kimmel down low in that red 46 car with the black roof.
Wow, look at that center to corner speed.
Kimmel shown back in 12th spot right now. Coming up on Mark Reed, who's in 11th. Austin Cameron there in the mix as well as they haul down the backstretch. We jump on board Reed's machine. Kimmel gets by. Kimmel's gotten his lap back now, Kenny.
Great shot as you see Frank Kimmel go by there. This is off of turn 4.
Reed with the gas pedal to the mat. Coming to the start-finish line. Looks like Austin Cameron right there with him. A little further up, Brendan Gaughan, meantime, has gotten by, and he takes John Wood with him by Sean Woodside. So Gaughan in the 16 car gaining ground here. We're just past halfway at Kansas. We'll be back.